I first started out here at St. John the 23rd, volunteering for some different fundraisers, the dinner auctions and Paul Todd concerts. And I found those fulfilling and meeting people and getting involved. And then I became a Eucharistic minister here. I found through being a Eucharistic minister here, I branched out to visiting the hospital.
That's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
ministry, huh?
Yeah. So I would say of all the ministries I've been involved in, that one has provided probably right now, probably the most growth in my faith, because you walk into a room with a Catholic patient and you never know what you're going to find. You're going to find someone who really needs communion at that time, needs to just connect with another Catholic at that moment. And it's very moving, and you feel very privileged to be able to be representing your faith, representing Christ, and bringing them Holy Communion at that time.
Yeah, I did the hospital Eucharistic ministry for a little bit, for I don't know, maybe a year. This is going back a long time ago. And it's so scary because you don't know what you're walking into. And it's like the random encounters in life on steroids for like a couple hours, and you're just you don't know what you're going to walk into, and then you go in there and like sometimes you see crazy stuff, and you always leave thinking, okay, well, I think I made a positive difference, and I don't know who that was better for, them or me.
Exactly.
Because it's just like nothing puts a magnifying glass on life better than somebody really messed up in the hospital. And so I get that. I totally get that. What about some of the others?
I attended the numerous women's retreat weekends here, which are always fulfilling, and again, meeting more women of the parish. It just makes you feel like so connected and such a community. And that's what I was looking for. I don't want to just be a church attendee. I want to be a church member. And a member's community, just like a member of your family,
Except you like these people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you like them all. I've been presently I'm the coordinator for our community outreach ministry at the community I live in. I have volunteered at Lifeline Family Center. Presently, I am in talks with Verity to volunteer there.
These are all people that are marginalized and desperately need help. Do you do like spiritual kind of direction, or you just literally help out with like intake and getting them what they need?
Well, I'm hoping with the Verity that there will be a connection with the clients that come in there. They tell me that there can be, and that's my goal, is to be a peer advisor with the patients or clients that come in there.
Because they are like Christian, right?
They're
so
Christian-based.
Okay, there is that understanding. I know some of the pregnancy centers just like
Right.
totally secular, and there's different philosophies. So, so you haven't quite started that yet?
I'm in the application process.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I have experience, with those people. I mean, I know them. I've never counseled, obviously. I'm a guy. So that stuff's really important. And so what is the one like important truth that you get out of getting involved, volunteering, being with other people, and serving, in general?
The important truth that I've been searching for several years is my purpose. What is my purpose for Christ on earth? And how have my experiences been not given to me, but how can I use my experiences for His good? Everything the past that I have been through must be and should be, I'm learning, and the truth is to use for His purpose. Something will come through me to reach someone for His purpose.
Yeah, and it's important that we're all open to that. I mean, it seems like life is a random collection of experiences, but, as long as we're looking forward and using our experiences and our, mistakes and watching other people's mistakes and, different forms of sin, as long as we're, like, turning that into, service to others, I think that's the whole point of it. Mm-hmm. So, any final thoughts? Anything I'm asking you or not asking you that I should be asking you?
I think.
So, I mean, like, we're talking about growing in our faith, and, we like to think of my faith is at 1x today, and then in 2 years it'll be at 2x or whatever. So it's like, I think a lot of people have doubts about whether or not, God is really present in their lives and directing them, or if it's just all free will and He's a passive observer and He's going to, like, judge us when it's all over with. And it's like, I think part of my faith and the way I grow, which is not linear at all, usually happens like one day a year, and the rest of the year I'm just resting on my laurels. Mm-hmm. And it's like, do I really believe that God is going to give me what I need and take care of me, and not just give me my selfish human desires, but He's going to give me what I need so that I can, eventually have real lasting peace and joy and happiness in my life. And, like, every year it's like, okay, I get closer to that ideal of faith, but I'm not there yet. So are you there yet, or is that?
No, no, of course not. I look back and this journey didn't start for me until I was in my 40s. And so it can happen at any time in your life. So you could be 50, 60, 70 and just getting started with this growth, this developing of a personal relationship, and using your talents, your experiences for God's purpose. It can start any time, and it's a slow process. I'm into this now 20 years, and I'm still growing and still searching and still looking, but I've gotten so many blessings from it along the way. I just think that your faith just means so much more to you if there's even the slightest participation with Christ. You can kind of sit back and think He'll take care of everything, but He requires you to participate. Yep. And it's not scary. It seems like it might be, but just, like I reached out, I've got a list of past and present ministries I've belonged to. I've done something for a year or a year and a half. I worked at the soup kitchen. I worked at the Villa's pantry, and I come and I go. I see if this feels right, this doesn't feel right, or I just keep trying different things, and that's okay. Yeah. I think that's okay with our parish. That's okay with our faith. And something or some things are going to stick and be the most fulfilling to you.
And we have a huge diversity of opportunities here. Mm-hmm. So many ministries. Yes. So, and it's like, if you can't find something, you're not looking hard enough. Yeah, you're not looking at all.
The parish doesn't care. I've never had anybody it doesn't care that, hey, you try this and that doesn't work, you try that and it doesn't work. You're never made to feel like gee, you kind of failed in that one,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Encouraged is constantly being, that's the feeling here. You're encouraged, well, try something else next time, whatever.
That's awesome. All right. So, got anything else? I think that's it. I think we can close with that.
I think so. I'll just continue with this search of mine, and there's always going to be somewhere for me to look.
That's true. You know, and like we all want to get to the destination, but we never get there. Although you do, in these ministries, you do see people and you're like, yeah, that person doesn't
yeah.
exist on the same plane as
Right.
me. They're
Yes, that's
they're
right.
way closer to God than I am.
Yes, exactly.
But
exactly.
we all know that's not true. So,
Exactly.
all right, well, thanks for talking to me, and we'll see you around.
All right, thank you, Damien.